I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No, great discussion.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
has been great.
Oh.
Thanks, guys.
Hi.
Welcome.
I just
You wanna-
saw this and I'm a little bit intrigued.
You're intrigued.
I'm not sure what's going on, but
Reed, tell them about the thing.
piqued my interest.
Thank you for this conversation.
Oh, thank
I've
you,
enjoyed it.
guys.
Are
What
you
are
good
your
with it? I'm Dolly. This is
Dolly.
Reed.
Reed.
Are you okay with us putting this on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank you
keep
so
an eye
much.
out for it.
Sure.
Hey, good
Thanks,
talking to you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
I'll let you put that on. So yeah, we like to talk about any kind of hot take people have, which is basically a claim that they think is true, something that is, something that should be, some good way of getting to what should be, and then we'll talk about it.
So,
Your name is?
Anthony.
Anthony. Hello.
Dolly.
Dolly. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Reed.
Reed?
Nice to meet you.
So what do you guys say something and they go to the side? Or?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. You choose a topic. You choose a claim. A thing you think is true in the world.
Or we can do it one-on-one.
Yeah. we
That's
can
probably
do-
best.
A one-on-one would be fine.
I'll set that up.
Would you like to sit or stand?
I guess stand. Doesn't
Okay.
really
Okay.
matter to me that much.
You can use this to have the conversation. You go ahead, Dolly. I'll just watch.
So, okay.
So are you gonna be the one moving? And then
Well, I'm gonna talk with you, and if we end up using this, then we'll choose.
Okay.
For now, just tell me a thing that you think is true in the world. Something you think matters a little. It doesn't have to be something you're terrifically attached to.
Okay. So I can be extremely controversial, or
You can
say
be
something.
anything. Yes.
Because the soft answer I would say is I don't think pineapple on pizza is that bad. You
Okay.
know, I had it once and it's actually that okay, but I can get some pretty intense.
You can
ones
get intense
if you
on
really
that
want one.
Yeah. People
Um,
really hate that for some reason. I don't know.
I mean,
why.
hey, it gets you guys views, right?
Yes.
I don't
Sure.
know how many subs you guys have.
I've got less than 1,000. He's got about 17K.
Hey man, it's all about progress. You know, we all gotta start from the bottom.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think. Which one am I supposed to look at?
Anyway,
Okay. I
look
think
anywhere you like.
Okay, I think abortion is evil.
Abortion is evil.
Yes.
Okay. So defining terms. Abortion is.
Or maybe evil, maybe not be the strongest word, but I think it's a bad thing.
Okay, abortion is a bad thing. Defining abortion is the killing of a baby in the mother before they're born.
Correct.
And are there reasons why abortion is not bad? Are there some abortions that are not bad?
I think any abortion is bad because I like to think. Well, I want to think optimistically about people. I think the pro-choice people, they don't entirely have this like evil mindset. Like,
Sure.
I'm sorry, I don't want to use like very like strong words.
You go
like
ahead
that.
and use
but
the
it's really
strongest
bad.
words you want.
It's really like evil mindset.
I have an amazingly
think.
thick skin.
Okay, that's good. Me too. I think just a lot of it. I don't want to think that they're all evil,
Right.
but then I see some people they're like really like, oh, I don't care. I can do whatever I want. I'll have abortion, and it's like, what are you doing? You know, because there's
Yeah.
still like something in there, and they have like some dumb arguments. I think like saying, oh, it's just a clump of cells. It doesn't matter. But
Okay.
me and you, we're like just tons of cells too. We just happen to have
Sure.
more than the baby inside.
Yeah. When do you call it a baby?
Huh? Oh,
You probably call it a baby when it's outside mama.
Yeah.
You probably
But
call it
it's
a baby
life.
before it comes out.
but it's still life inside of it. Though.
So when do you start calling it a baby?
Because you have to make a start somewhere, and that is the literal start of it.
Doesn't it start with dinner and a movie?
Huh? What do you say?
There's a love conception here, and that started several hours before they got to the busy, right?
Huh?
Before conception,
Right.
there was a process that the mama and the daddy went through.
Yeah.
Why is it not that milestone?
Because it's not like together. It's not like developed yet properly. But through you know, the birds and the bees, then yeah. It
Sure.
becomes something.
So why not when it's 16 cells? I'm just trying to find the edge condition of why you've chosen the conception sperm touches the egg or becomes inside.
Well,
or something.
because when it goes into it, right, naturally it's gonna grow and into like the little embryo.
Yes.
So that's my personal insight
Okay.
on it. And even if you look at like the science of it, a lot of the like I haven't not too super familiar with it, but most
Sure.
scientists have said that like, you know, that's kind of where it also starts too.
Sure.
You know,
How do you feel about conception choices like if I were to wear a condom?
I mean, I think if you're gonna, because that's the big thing about it,
Yeah.
right? Is that like some people like they just do like, I think we can agree that if you're gonna like do like two people, right? They're in no way set to have like a kid or financially able to, and they just do like sex without like any thought process into it. They just do it on the whim.
Right.
We can both agree that's bad. Right?
Uncontrolled procreation is a real life fucker-upper.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do it, like, it's not like this like free thing, you know. It's not like a handshake or anything.
Right.
No, it's like this thing that you're willingly partaking of, and if you don't do like the full procedures to even like prevent it, then when you get pregnant, it's like, you know, like actions have consequences.
Some
you know? And
some pro-lifers I
this.
know really dislike if someone uses a condom because they think that that's like an aborting.
No,
Okay, you're not in that camp.
No.
Okay, so now I've got another abortion story.
I would. Hold on, I just
Go
want
ahead.
to check the time because
Yes,
I
please.
have class soon, but it's okay.
How much time?
I'm good on time. Don't worry.
Okay, so got another group of friends that they wanted to get pregnant, and they did, and then they got really, really bad news about like inside out nerve something brain not developed, baby never going to be viable, probably not going to live.
What do you mean?
I mean,
like when they're
baby malformed in the womb, brain not developed, spine inside out, something. I don't know the exact details. Is that an abortion that would be bad?
I do think that all abortion is bad.
Okay.
Because even I know it might sound like extreme.
Yeah.
But I think not. It's kind of, they make the same argument for like people who go into like foster care or adoption. But I know specifically what you're talking about in that instance. But even then, it's a very I'm not denying that it doesn't happen, but it's a very like rare anomaly.
Okay.
And some of the other big like pro-abortion stuff is like the rape, the incest, and all that. It's also a very low percentage type stuff. And you look at the studies for it, a majority of the reason why people do abortions is just, I wasn't being careful in bed. This happened.
Yeah.
So
birth control failure.
Because I'll be honest, at one point I was like a bit more on the fence about it. I was more like pro-choice because I understood, like I sympathize with them. You know, it's terrible that some of those things that happen. But I think like an evil action doesn't justify another one.
Okay. So I want to do a magic wand thing with you.
Okay.
I'm going to make you temporarily, for 5 years, the czar of this choice. And your policies will stand. Here's the magic wand. All you got to do is keep it at about eye level, and you can ignore the rest of it.
Like this?
Yeah. So, your magic wand makes your policies rule for the next 5 years. Tell me about the world in 5 years. What's different?
People are going to be a lot more cautious when it comes to sex. They're not going to be like too crazy about it, which I think we can, because like I said, that's something
birth control they'll be a lot more careful about. They'll be a lot more careful to not do it when they're not willing to deal with
not
the
ready
results.
to prepare for it. I think people will have a lot more kind of caution when doing a thing that's going to have like consequences. But I don't want to say that babies are a consequence, but it's like, you know, it's, it's a big deal. Well,
yes.
I mean, it's not a bad thing for a baby to be born.
It's a positive and negative consequence, of course.
It's a big responsibility. That's a better word. A big responsibility that shouldn't have that consequence. That we can agree on. I think people will be a lot more cautious. Unnecessary killings when it happen. That's what I like to.
Will we have more babies, or fewer? Will we have more or fewer babies?
We'll probably have, like I said, it all depends on it, because there are going to be more babies that are born, and they're going to be like properly taken care of, and they won't be killed. You know.
Okay, so we'd have more babies that got born.
Yeah.
Okay. Will those babies be better off?
Yeah, because they're most likely, because I mentioned that it's not going to be by people who do it willy-nilly. They're probably going to be like stable, maybe even like married. Not saying they have to be married, but at least financially stable and like ready to be able to take it on.
So I see an upside for the babies. Is there an upside for other people?
What do you mean?
Is there an upside for the people who aren't the babies from your policies?
I mean, they get to have the kid.
Yeah,
and they'll be able to take good care of it.
And they'll be able. Why would they be able to take good care of it?
Because, like I said, because they're not doing it willy-nilly. They're doing it at a time when they're prepared to do it.
So if you prevent abortion, you will prevent unwanted pregnancies, because people will be enough more careful to make up for that.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
The thing you're avoiding is unwanted pregnancies, or pregnancies they can't handle, or parents being put in situations where they can't parent, right?
Well, that's one of the big arguments for abortion.
That's one of the arguments. And so you're saying that because they would be more careful, because they would have to deal with the real consequence, the real reality of the future, the responsibility, that people would become enough more responsible that the fraction of unwanted babies would go down.
Well, at that point, there wouldn't be any unwanted babies.
There'd be no unwanted babies.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Who loses? Besides the abortion clinics.
So, like,
ignore them. Who in society loses because of your policies? Obviously, there are some winners.
I mean, I think it's just like the people that are like really like, oh, I want to have sex every day and do this and that. I guess they would like lose too. But again, I think a big part of human life, not even just sex, is like a little bit of like self-control, like management, like taking responsibility, I'd say.
So people would have less sex.
I mean, that'll be one thing, because there's people that are like super addicted to it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Is this mostly a moral thing, or is there another reason behind it?
Behind like my choice, or
right? The question of calling it bad or evil, it seems to be to the benefit of the unborn children that we would have aborted, and to the benefit of other people's lives because other better reasons. So it seems like there's a utilitarian thing there.
I think creating families is a good thing. I'm not saying that everyone should have babies, but like, if you're prepared.
So the goal is creating families.
Yeah,
maintaining our population.
I guess you can say that to some extent, but like I said, I don't think, like, if there's like a couple married and they don't want to have kids, I'm not going to scream at them to have kids,
Okay, I'd like you to imagine. So you're over here on the agree side, if you would here. I'd like you to imagine that there is somebody over here. What reason would they give you to want you to move a little that way?
Well, I think most of the main like pro-choice arguments, like I said, I sympathize with them because it's like rape, obviously the terrible thing, but at the same time, I don't think an evil action like justifies another evil action. You know? And I know incest is brought up a lot, which I think is kind of silly because that's already like a felony. Like that's something you shouldn't even be doing to begin with.
Right. We're saying incest and rape would be a reason to delegitimize the pregnancy, and for some people, that crosses their line into it's okay.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think for you that matters at all because that has no moral effect on the baby.
Because it's not the baby's fault.
Right.
The baby didn't ask to be a rape victim. The baby didn't ask for any of this.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, usually when like over there, they're having like the pro-life thing.
Yeah.
Justice for all, by the way. Usually you see a lot of people on there, like they're kind of really like against it, and when they are, but they're not against banning it. I mean, so they'll say, oh, I think it's bad except for this and this.
Right.
So
if you get a whole bunch of people, you can line them up by which exceptions they'll make.
Yeah.
In the thing, and mostly it's a question of can we agree on the general value and come to a compromise most of the time. But whatever. Do you have any further questions on this?
What should be the policy? Should be abortion should be illegal, I assume. What should be the punishments?
I think there should be punishment. Yeah.
Yeah. Like should women who get abortion with the doctors both be prosecuted and go to jail? Should they both be tried for murder?
Because in law, let's say you have like a mafia boss and you tell someone, oh, go kill that guy, and it actually does do it, they're both persecuted for it. So I think that's
it'd be a conspiracy to commit a felony.
Right.
How many years?
I think a decent amount of time. I can't really think of an exact number on the top of my head.
Would it be similar to a killing of a born person?
I'd say so.
Okay, now I'm going to make you work. What could you learn? This is something you have to make up, something you don't know today, something you don't think is true, but you could learn that would shift you at all.
Like a different perspective on it, or?
Yeah, different data. Maybe you learn something about what really happens, or you learn that something you were discounting as small is big, or something that you discount as big as small, or anything.
Well, I think you brought it up, like the cases where like or I might have like misheard it, but like people like to bring this up a lot, the cases where like somehow like the birth is going to like kill the mom, which like again like I understand like the sympathy
in this
to
case it wasn't going to kill the mom, but the baby had a tiny chance
like
of making full term.
The chances of that happening are like extremely low, and people like to pair those up with the ones who are just, oh, I just had sex at this party, you know.
Sure.
They like to use that as like a get out free card.
Right. And in this case, I don't think I'm trying to say it's finding the edge.
Right.
It's finding that edge case where you say that's the exception or not. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys.
No, I'm complete. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed this conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm going to reach into your personal space.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I had that.
It's my job to not forget it.
Yeah. Has anyone ever like walked off with it?
Not so far.
Okay. I was almost about to because I forgot.
Not so far, but it's a 3-digit cost replacement. The kit with 2 mics is about $250.
Wow.
And they don't work at all without the whole rest of the kit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, good talk. Is the camera still rolling?
It is.
Okay. What's the YouTube channel?
My channel is Juggling Lessons channel. His is Cordial Curiosity. It's a lot easier to find his.
Which channel is this gonna be on? Because I'm curious.
Probably mine. Thank you.
What the shirt says then?
Yeah, like street epistemology. Yeah.
It has his face with the chicken.
Yes. Because I am an aviophile.
Oh, okay.
I love me some birds.
I think I found it. All right, my last message is can you put the camera on me?
It is.
Okay.
It's a spherical camera. It's pointing in all directions.
Accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. I hope God blesses all of your guys' days, and I hope your channel succeeds. This was really cool.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
If you would like to talk to me about abortion or Jesus or anything else, I'm also happy to do remote live streams and things like that, and make a show that's just you.
All right. Well, I'll keep.
You contact me. My default answer is yes.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, you guys.